synchronous optical networking (SONET) in the US and Canada, and synchronous digital hierarchy (SDH) in the rest of the world are the standard multiplexing protocols used to carry high data rate digital bit streams over optical fiber using lasers or highly coherent light from light emitting diodes (LEDs). At lower transmission rates, data can also be transferred via an electrical interface. The basic unit of framing is an OC3C optical or STS3C electrical, which carries 155.520 megabits per second. Thus, an OC3C will carry 3 OC-1 51.84 megabits per second payloads, each of which has enough capacity to include the full DS3. High data rates are delivered in OC3C. Multiples of 4 providing OC12C 622,000.80 megabits per second, OC48C 2,488 gigabits per second, OC192C 9,953 gigabits per second, and OC768C 39.8813 gigabits per second. The C at the end of the OC labels stands for concatenated and indicates a single data stream rather than several multiplex data streams. Optical Transport Network (OTN) may be used instead of SONET for high data transmission speeds of up to 400 gigabits per second per OTN channel. The T1, 10, 40, and 100 gigabit Ethernet IEEE standards 802.3 allow digital data to be delivered over copper wiring at distances to 100 meters and over optical fiber at distances to 40 kilometers. Cable Internet access. Cable Internet provides access using a cable modem and high-pitch fiber coaxial. High FC wiring originally developed to carry television signals. Either fiber optic, coaxial copper may connect a node to a customer location at the connection, known as a cable drop, using a cable modem termination system. All nodes for cable subscribers in a neighborhood connect to a cable company central office, known as the head end. The cable company then connects to the user to the internet using a variety of means, usually fiber and optic cable or digital satellite and microwave transmission. Like DSL, broadband cable provides continuous connection with an ISP. Downstream, the direction towards the use of bit rates can be used as much as 1000 megabits per second in some countries. With the use of DOC SIS 3.1, upstream traffic originating at the user ranges from 384 kilobits per second to more than 50 bits per second. DOCSIS 4.0 promises up to 10 gigabits per second downstream and 6 gigabits per second upstream. However, this technology is yet to have been implemented in real-world usage. Broadband cable access tends to service fewer business customers because existing television cable networks tend to service residential buildings. Commercial buildings do not always include wiring of coaxial cable networks. In addition, because broadband cable subscribers share the same local line, communications may be intercepted by neighboring subscribers. Cable networks regularly provide encryption schemes for data traveling to and from customers, but these schemes may be thwarted. Digital subscriber line, DSL, ADSL, SDSL, and VDSL. So this digital subscriber line, DSL, service provides connection to the internet, to the telephone network, unlike dial-up. DSL can operate using a single phone line without preventing normal use of the telephone line for voice phone calls. DSL uses the high frequencies, while the low audible frequencies of the line are left free for the regular telephone communication. These frequency bands are subsequently separated by filters, installed at the customer's premises. DSL originally stood for Digital Subscriber Loop. In telecommunications marketing, the term digital subscriber line is widely understood to mean commonly asymmetric digital subscriber line. ADSL, the most commonly installed variety of DSL. The data throughput of consumer DSL services typically ranges from 256 kilobits per second to 20 megabits per second, and the direction to the customer downstream, depending on DSL technology, line conditions, and service level implementation. In ADSL, the data throughput in the upstream direction, meaning in the direction to the service provider, is lower than that in the downstream direction, meaning to the customer. Hence the designation of as asymmetric with the symmetric digital subscriber line, SDSL. The downstream and upstream data rates are equal. Very high bit rate digital subscriber line, VDSL or VHDSL ITU G.9993-1 is a digital subscriber line. DSL standard approved in 2001 that provides data rates up to 52 megabits per second downstream and 16 megabits per second upstream over copper wires, and up to 85 megabits per second down and upstream on coaxial cable. VDSL is capable of supporting applications such as high-definition television, as well as telephone services, voice over IP, and general internet access. Over a single physical connection, VDSL 2 ITU-T G.993.2 is the second generation version and an enhancement of VDSL approved in February 2006. It is able to provide data rates exceeding 100 megabits per second simultaneously in both the upstream and downstream directions. However, the maximum data rate is achieved at a range of about 300 meters, and performance degrades as distance and loop attenuation increases. DSL rings, DSLR, or bonded DSL rings is a ring topology that uses DSL technology over existing copper telephone wires to provide data rates of up to 400 megabits per second. Fiber to home FTTH is one member of the fiber to the X FTTX family that includes fiber to the building or basement FTTB, fiber to the premises FTTP, fiber to the desk FTTD, fiber to the curb FTTC, and fiber to the node FTTN. These methods all bring data closer to the end user on optical fibers. The differences between, there we go, we lost it. And we lost a big portion of it. Cable internet access. Cable internet provides access using a cable modem or hybrid fiber or coaxial, HFC. Wiring originally developed to carry television signals, either fiber optic or coaxial copper cable may connect a node to a customer's location at a connection known as a cable drop. Using a cable modem termination system on nodes for cable subscribers in a neighborhood connect to a cable company's central office known as the head end. The cable company then connects to the internet using a variety of means, usually fiber optic cable or digital satellite and microwave transmissions like DSL. Broadband cable provides a continuous connection with an ISP. We're going to break right here, and we're going to continue in the next lesson.